Almost 1 year ago, I drove this car from Canada to Mexico and almost back. Now, I never posted a full-length video, the entire trip in one video, so grab some popcorn, sit back, get relaxed, and join me for the journey. My name's Logan, and today we leave for Mexico. Not in the way that most people would think, though. We're not flying down there, we're driving. I've got my lunch here, and we're taking the Integra. So the first leg of the trip that we're going to be doing is we're going to be driving from here, Calgary. We're going to be driving down to Kelowna, BC. I think the first leg to Kelowna is about 500-ish kilometers. It's about 6.5 to 7 hours. As you can see, we've started the road trip. We were out here, we were just outside of Banff, Alberta, and we're currently on one of my favorite toge roads. This is my buddy Davis. He's going to be accompanying us for the road trip.
What's up, gang? I don't know.
He's a little scared of the camera, but I'll get him used to it eventually. Yeah, we're just here to have some fun, have a good time, and make some good content for you guys. I thought I needed to kind of show this like absolutely gorgeous view. Yeah, let's head back on the road. We're about an hour out from Kelowna, and it looks like there was an accident. It doesn't look like it's serious, but this guy's definitely off the road. Davis is still getting used to driving my car.
It's different.
Okay. We did it.
Did it.
600 kilometers later, we are here and we are in Kelowna, BC. And oh my goodness, the view here just, it never gets old. This is my uncle's house and it's absolutely beautiful out here. All right, Davis drove like the second half of the trip.
Yep.
What do you think? What do you think of the car?
It's fun. It's fun to drive. It's good. I like it. Handles really nicely.
Still getting used to driving he drives a manual.
Yeah.
So Davis drives a manual Audi A4. It's a B5, right?
B6.
B6. He drives a B6, and so this puppy is a little bit different from what he's used to.
A little bit different.
But you like it?
I like it.
That's good because we still got another over 5,000 kilometers to go. Tomorrow will be Seattle. We'll hang out for a bit here. Probably go get some grub, and that'll be pretty much it. Day one completed.
Not bad.
Not bad.
Not bad.
Not bad. All right, so we're in Kelowna and we're heading out for food now. And I gave the keys to my uncle, and he's gonna drive it. So happy. He's driven this car before, but it's changed a little bit, and it's in better shape than it was the last time he drove it. So yeah.
I might give it a bit of gas up Rainbow Hill, if that's all right.
Oh, do it. Yeah.
Because there's nothing to hit. Feels crisp. Did you do anything to the steering other than the new steering wheel?
I don't think so. Not that I can think of. I tightened stuff up. I've adjusted the suspension. That might be part of it.
Okay. Twist her tail a little bit.
Hey guys. Hey guys, day 2 of our road trip to Mexico, and we're here pulled over on the side of the Coquihalla Highway. This is probably the most gorgeous road I've ever driven in Canada.
Pretty close, yeah.
I think it's a valid statement to put it up there on that list. It's absolutely beautiful. I've never driven this road before in my car, and it's been an absolute blast being able to do that.
Yes. No, I'm kidding.
We're out here with the Integra. It's performing like an absolute champ. It's taking this super well. And yeah, I'm pretty stoked how it's doing. It hasn't had any issues. Right now we're on our way to Seattle, Washington. We're gonna be arriving in Seattle around 6 p.m. local time. We're gonna keep on heading down to Seattle, and we'll see you down there. Alright, so right now we're in the town of Sumas. I think I'm pronouncing that right. I'm not sure. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's how you pronounce it. It's a border town. It's just outside of Abbotsford. I'm going to drive across the border and down to Seattle.
Hello, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Where do y'all live? What's going on?
Heading down for a vacation, visit family in California.
Are you recording right now?
Is that all right?
Just wonder if you were.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, we are.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
So anyways, what do you do for work?
I'm a photographer.
How long are you gonna be down there for?
2 weeks.
Here you go, you're going inside. Take that and go park over there, please.
Okay. Alright, so as you may be able to tell by the countless American flags and the smell of freedom in the air, we have made it across the border and into the United States. And already we've actually seen a ton of crazy cars. So Washington, props to you for having a dope car scene. We just met these people in a FC RX-7. We got a little bit of video of that. And they're cool people, so shout out to them. And yeah, so we're on our way to Seattle right now. We're gonna spend the night in Seattle. We're here, we're in the United States, and the light is green, so I gotta go. All right, so after a lot of driving, we have made it. We're here in Seattle, or technically just outside of Seattle. We're in Bellevue, Washington at the moment. We did actually drive through Seattle a little bit, ended up around the downtown area, and we were looking at some good places to stay and figured, this would be a good spot to park it for the night. We're just gonna be sleeping in the car. Yes. We almost got into one accident, which was not on film, unfortunately. But it was definitely pretty close. Some guy was just ended up parked in the middle of the I-5, which is like wild. And then there's like multiple people who were almost hitting him. I think one person might have hit him.
Yeah, maybe.
Something like
It was like
that.
3 cars at these parts.
Yeah, it was like really close, but we managed to escape it. Anyways, tomorrow I think is when some of the really good content starts. Hey guys, my name is Logan, or Cream Tag, and right now we are just outside of Pike's Place Market in Seattle, Washington. Last night we made it across the border, coming all the way down from Kelowna, BC, and right now we're in Seattle and we're gonna go check out the market. It really wasn't that long ago when I was in this city last. It would have been about June of this year. But yeah, just this city is beautiful. It blows me away every time. And I hopefully we get some cool video here because it's just, yeah, it's super cool. Davis has never been here before. What do you think of the city?
It's massive. It's a large city. It's so cool though. So cool.
What's the like next biggest city you've been to?
Actually, that's a lie. But I've never been to a city like this. I've been to like LA, of course, but it's completely different.
Yeah, honestly, Seattle, I don't even know what to compare it to. It's kind of its own thing. There's not really any other city that I've been to that's quite like Seattle, which is really cool. Maybe New York might be like the next closest thing, but New York again is massive and again very different. So yeah, really cool place, love it here. And anyone who's looking for like kind of like a city or a cool spot to travel to, Seattle's definitely up there for me. So we made our way out of the city, and now we're just kind of making ourselves a little bit of a lunch. Got some soup going, classic. Trying to do this road trip pretty cost effective, so trying to spend as little money as possible, and it's kind of like a good way to get ourselves fed without having to spend too much cash. Yeah, we're just kind of like at this neat little park here. You can see there's like playground and whatnot over there. It's just a nice open green area, and it's kind of a cool little spot. Yeah, so we're gonna eat, and then we're gonna head on the road and make our way down towards Portland and then out to the coast after that. So after another several hours of driving, we drove through Portland. We got a couple of videos there, as you saw. We officially made it. The car made it. And we're here and we're at the ocean. It's dark out, so you can't really see it, but that's the ocean out there. Davis, what do you think?
It's the ocean.
It is the ocean.
It's nice. Right there. It's the ocean.
What does Davis think of the ocean?
I think it's wet. I think that's pretty cool. It's the ocean right there.
I'm stoked. So we've officially made it to Highway 101, Highway 1, however you want to call it, which is the road that we're going to take all the way down the west coast along the ocean and all the way down to Southern California and then eventually Mexico. It's beautiful out here. I wish it was a little bit brighter so that you guys could see, but of course tomorrow morning we will we'll get some good video of the ocean and all that, so you guys can see that. All right, so we've got a place. We actually found this really sick. It's like a little gazebo, and it's got lights and everything, and there's this little table, and we're setting up the Coleman stove to make some ramen.
I'm setting up the Coleman stove.
Sorry, Davis is setting up the Coleman stove as I'm just here yapping at the camera. Yeah, it's a nice little spot. Right now we're in Bay City, Oregon. It's like a little coastal town. What is it, probably like a fishing town, it seems like. Nice little spot. It seems really cool. So yeah, we're gonna eat here, make our food, eat here, and then we are going to keep on our way until we kind of decide to stop and sleep for the night.
Is what it is. Pepsi you got there?
I just woke up after spending the night on the Oregon coast, and the view here is absolutely breathtaking. Davis, how you feeling?
Feeling refreshed. It's very cool to be out here. Very cool.
Very cool indeed. So, I guess I should probably show you the sleeping situation. So, this is our motel. It's a 1998 Acura Integra. Yeah, we've been sleeping in the car, and it's actually been working out really good. I'll show you how exactly we've been doing that to make it work with all the stuff, but it's actually not as bad as you might think it is. This view is absolutely stunning. Just so gorgeous. Back home, we have the mountains. The ocean is not something I see quite often, only ever from traveling. So kind of just being out here and being able to sleep on the ocean like this is absolutely amazing. All right, so I guess I should probably show you our little sleeping arrangement now. All right, so how we've kind of done this, I've got the sleeping mat here, and what we did is that goes all the way back into the trunk. This is my sleeping bag here, kind of pushed back there, and I have enough room. I'm 6 feet tall. I have enough room to fully stretch out and lie down here. Davis lays, you can kind of see it a little bit. He lays his chair down all the way, flat out, and he's pretty comfortable too, sleeping like that. And there's enough room between that, piling stuff up behind there, and here, and just kind of like in the corner back there. There's enough room for both of us to sleep comfortably and have all of our stuff. So I guess that's kind of one reason why I absolutely love the Integra, is because there's just so much space and it makes it so easy to travel. Davis wanted to point out the seagull. All right, so as you saw, we've been on the road now for several hours. We pulled off just to kind of like stretch our legs and maybe to like get some food, figure out what we want to do for lunch. And we just kind of like walked down this one path and we came across this. I'm speechless. This is absolutely beautiful. Like the view here is amazing. This view out here is absolutely beautiful. I'm so glad that we were able to make this trip, and I'm so happy that we came down this little way. I think we're gonna get a couple of photos here, and then I think we're gonna make our way and find some place to eat or make some food. And yeah, we're gonna keep on heading down and get closer and closer towards the redwoods in California. All right, so we've officially made it. We are now in the state of California. We're just outside the National State Park building. So we're gonna go in there and we're gonna kind of ask for some information about the redwoods. We wanna go check out the redwoods and see a bunch of cool stuff in that way. And yeah, hopefully we get some good video of that today. We just hand washed the car, which was a pain in the butt, but it's looking a lot better now and it doesn't look as disgusting as it did before. So that's nice. Car is looking much prettier. All right, we've made it. We're in the redwoods. This is beautiful. I've never been in a forest, anything even remotely like this. And to have my car out here as well is just absolutely insane. All right, so we just drove through the redwoods. We're actually still technically in the redwoods. It is absolutely beautiful. We just pulled into this one spot and the car's still holding up great. The car's doing a great job. And we're gonna cook up some chili. Davis. How's your chili?
Hot.
Is it hot? Does it taste good though?
Tastes like chili and with little macaronis in it.
Nice.
It's good. It's hot.
Me and Davis just woke up after spending another night in the car and it wasn't too bad actually. What do you think? How was your sleep, Davis?
It was a little cold. That's kind of good.
Yeah, it's funny because this is actually the coldest night that we've had, and we're actually now in California. So we're in the Redwoods, we're in Northern California, and we're about to make our way down south towards San Francisco.
Sunshine. I love you. You. Sunshine. I love you.
That was some fun driving. I don't know how much of that we really got on video, but that was some of the most fun toge driving I've ever done, and that was first pass. I've never driven that road before, so we're being pretty conservative with it to make sure, you know, we're not gonna wreck, of course. And we just pulled out here. This is Highway 1, California. Wow. Absolutely gorgeous out here. So this is where we came in from, pulled out here, and just look at this view. David just whipped his camera out, take some photos. I'm gonna do the same, and yeah, just so we kind of like stop here and take some photos and videos. Hopefully, yeah, get some cool shots. Currently, I'm at one of the lookout points for the Golden Gate Bridge. Check this out. That's it right there. That's the Golden Gate Bridge. Take a look at this. Isn't that absolutely beautiful?
It's a bridge. It's over there. It's right over there is a bridge. It's kind of mid-bridge.
Mid-bridge?
Yeah. Like, not even top 5 bridges.
Nobody ever told me it was red. Alright, so we're stopped on the side of this road here, and look at that. It's absolutely gorgeous. That's a bridge. It's really cool out here. It's the camera's not going to pick everything up, obviously, but I hope that it's picking up enough that you guys can still kind of see what we're seeing and enjoy it with us, because it's absolutely beautiful out here. Super grateful to be able to be out here, and yeah, I guess it makes for a little bit of cool content, eh, Davis? A little bit of cool content. All right, so we're out here at the last kind of stop that we're gonna make here at the Golden Gate Bridge. One last kind of like cool little spot to just see the bridge, take a couple photos. It's pretty beautiful, honestly, I can't lie. It's gorgeous.
Good morning, sunshine. I love you.
Alright, so after a lot of driving, we've finally made it. We are here in LA, in California. We're actually in Hollywood right now. We just parked the car up, and we're gonna go walk around, see some cool stuff, get some food, and yeah, see what happens.
It's right there.
Davis, what do you think of Hollywood so far?
It's super busy. There's too many people.
Davis, what are you looking at?
There's a bunch of cars down there. And
Oh, that up there, the Hollywood sign?
I love you.
Right now we're in the parking lot of the LA Convention Center. The Integra's all parked up, and we're about to go and head into WeekFest and check out some really sweet cars. We're also parked up next to this really nice GR86, really well done. Got a little bit of a kit thing going on, nice wing in the back. Simple but effective. First thing we come in we see is this Lambo. Absolutely wild. Just forged carbon everything. Actually wild, dude. Absolutely wild. This Integra here is done up like crazy. Super, super nice. K24 swap, bags, everything. And then this NSX as well. I love this color. I love the red on these cars. Super, super sweet.
Yeah, oh yeah, and that's like, looks so good.
Just poking through. Another NSX, NA1 with the Targa top too. That's sweet. Looks pretty close to, it's OEM plus really. That's how I like them. Except that looks like it's a supercharger.
Do that with your car. Yeah. Something slight. Just a little. Just maybe a little bigger than that one. Maybe a little bit bigger. I'm kidding.
This is nuts. 2J. Everything is done on this thing.
Oh, it's like there.
Oh, look, there's a cast manifold.
Must be loud when you drive it though.
Talking about the gutted interior. Probably would be pretty loud, yeah. Yet another NSX. I dig the red Recaros inside. It's pretty sweet. Red on the black looks really good. I love this. I love this like color combo. That like this blue with the white Workmeisters. Like, oh, it just looks really, really good together. So I wanted to point this one out. I like it. EK Type R. Ooh, with the K swap as well. Look at that. Second gen Integra, absolutely beautiful. This thing's in really, really good shape. I would love to have a second gen at some point. That'd be sick, eh? Second gen, third gen, and fourth gen. Yeah. Oh, look at that too. That engine bay is really nice. I like that. So walking through here, we're seeing a couple of EM1 Civics, and it makes me miss mine so much. This one, of course, is just slightly nicer than mine, eh? Mine was the same color, but yeah, this one's way done up a lot nicer than mine, and it makes me miss mine. They're really good cars, really fun to drive. There's another one here too. The blue Recaros go so well with the car too. There are 5 EM1s in a row here. Wild, all the way down. Little old school Beetle here. That's tough. Ooh, I love this. This looks so nice. Wide body, that's so aggressive. This looks really good. This looks really well done. So normally I don't actually like this color of the E's, but on this, with this white, it looks so good. Massive, I'll see if I can zoom in here. Massive Brembos. It's got the carbon hardtop, wing, really well done. Couple of VIP builds here for you. That's chrome.
It's chrome.
It's chrome. The engine bay of this Supra is absolutely wild. So far, I think this is my favorite car of the show. It's a Liberty Walk NA1 NSX. Absolutely beautiful. I love this color. Really nice wheels, really good fitment. Oh, it looks so good. Ride low maxes. Yeah, Mugen steering wheel, digital dash, beautiful car. And this wing too, like a wing extension, I really like that as well. Really, really nice car. I think that's by far my favorite one. All these cars are beautiful, but this one takes the cake for me. So we just kind of stumbled upon a pretty unique and pretty cool car. Check this out. Top secret Supra. Don't see one of these every day. Check this out. Initial D86.
If I could have my car back.
Where's talking me at? Let's jump into a little bit of a cinematic piece. All right, so the show is officially over. We're gonna head outside and hopefully get some clips of all the cars rolling out. They handed out all the awards, and it was pretty cool to watch them handle that stuff out. Everyone was pretty stoked, and yeah, huge shout to WeekFest for putting on a really, really cool show. Now let's check out some of the rollout. We are out here in California, and we're out here at Car Code. It's this really sick shop, kind of an enthusiast shop, and they're gonna be helping us out. I had one homie and he hooked it up big time. If you ever need anything done and you're in LA, come out to Car Code. They hook it up big time. And yeah, they have a ton of super cool cars out here. So let's dive in and check out some of those now. All right, just kind of like, yeah, so just explain what is going on right here.
So the guy built a car on the East Coast. He's had it for 20 plus years, and it's like his baby basically. Car makes like 650 horsepower on E85 turbocharged. It's original B17 out of the car. It's a DB2 chassis, everything, real GSR.
That's wild. That's really cool. I mean, not only is it like functional, but it looks good too, which is like pretty sweet.
Yeah, the only downside is because like the offset he's running on the wheels, the style's really nice, but it's kind of hard to drive daily.
Right.
If you wanted to bring it anywhere. It's more of a show car.
That's fair. Still though, very beautiful car. I love the second gens. I feel like the second gens are pretty
the design
underrated.
Of them is really iconic. We have two R32s. There's a frame that we're doing a K-swap on over at our.
Sweet. Are we allowed to go in the shop?
I can walk you through it.
Yeah.
If you want to take a look, yeah.
All right. Yeah, let's check this out. All right, so I'm seeing an S2000 here. That's pretty sweet.
So this one we're doing a motor swap on. There's a Supra, which is one of our service riders. And then we have a 32, another 32, and then Prelude we're doing a K-swap.
Prelude's back in the corner there. Nice, 300. Yeah, dude.
Yeah, we have quite a few
Mark
cars.
3, 32. That's wild. This is quite the shop, eh?
Yeah, we do a lot of imports.
Yeah.
Anything from European to Japanese.
So this is like pretty regular then, eh? To like have all this stuff like in the shop.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's awesome. That's sweet. I want one of these.
Yeah,
I want an S2000.
One of our service riders had it for a little while. He bought it on off-road.
Nice.
Yeah.
And it's just waiting for some love.
Yeah, just waiting.
Nice.
It needs a paint job and some other stuff. So.
Yeah.
After we got it, not running for 12 years, dropped in, I think, a few fuel supplements, drained the tank, new fuel pump, like 5 other things to it, new distributor, new spark plug wires. Car started up no problem, idles perfectly fine.
Nice.
We ended up pulling it, doing all the seals on it, so it's completely refreshed right now.
That's awesome.
Yeah, almost like a barn find.
Integra Type R that didn't run for 12 years. That's something else. I'm not surprised that it was so easy to get it running though, to be honest.
We just kind of got lucky. The owner overfilled it on oil, so all the internals were all clean, nothing was corroded, nothing was rusted.
Oh, gotcha.
So he just kind of knew he was gonna leave it for a while, so I guess he kept it in really good condition.
That's sweet.
Yeah.
Little another Mark III over there.
Yeah, that's the service rider. He has 2 Supras.
That's sick. That's sick. Nice.
The CRXs that we have, one has a Mugen kit, and then the other one is stock.
Nice. Yeah. All right, check this out. This is the ITR right here. Oh, it's on those Mugens too, eh?
The car's like completely Mugen kitted out.
Is it?
Yeah.
Full Mugen kit. That's awesome.
Like, calipers, the wheels, rotors, everything.
That's crazy.
Full exhaust, header.
That's so cool. That's so cool. I love these wheels. Bronze is cool. Like it wouldn't work with my car in my opinion.
Okay.
So I had bronze wheels on my car for a little bit, and they look good, but I just wasn't a fan. You just couldn't see them against the cream. It just kind of looked a little off.
Oh yeah, too much.
Yeah, but oh dude, on the Phoenix Yellow though, it looks so good.
Car's pretty low mileage too, under 100,000.
Under 100,000.
Yeah.
That's sweet. So when they bought it, did it have the full Mugen kit already, or is that done?
Yeah, everything was on there. Basically it was just a restoration project because
nice.
When we got it, the guy that had it sitting for like, well, 13-14 years, and just every so often started it like once a month or something.
Right.
And then because of that, it kind of slowly, it's still in the garage, but it's still not in the best of condition, so we had to, I think the body shop did we did a paint correction on it.
Yeah, you can kind of see like a little bit, like it's a little faded around like this, but like
yeah, they did paint correction, trying to keep the OEM paint,
Yeah, exactly. I like that. But like, I mean, you look at it and it's like, for the most part, like you have to really look at it and be told that, it had that in order to really tell though.
Yeah.
You know, so it's in really good shape. And then this guy sitting right next to it.
So the owner of this car, he has like 2 or 3 240s. He has 2 S14s and I think 2 or 3 S13s. The car's pretty nice. He used to have an SR in some of them, but then he's keeping them street legal now. So
nice.
Pretty cool.
This is awesome. On the BBSs too.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I love these. I feel like the Zenki front end is like...
It's iconic, yeah.
It's iconic, but it's also pretty underrated in my opinion.
Not that many people use it, yeah.
Yeah. I feel like everyone wants to do like the Koki swap, which I get it. You know, like the Koki looks good, but the Zenki also has its own charm too, which is kind of cool.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, so what's going on with this Lambo here?
So it's in for some service because it was having boost issues and it was just one of the cats was clogged, so we cleaned everything out and then car runs fine now.
Nice.
We're gonna get it retuned soon with a different type of fuel, but here, I'll show you. It's kind of hard to see because the rear bumper's still on, which isn't very common, but the car makes, I believe, 850 to the wheels with a twin turbo setup.
Kind of see those guys sticking out
turbos
there.
Are down there. It's kind of hard
Down
to see.
here. Oh, yeah, I see them down there. Let's see if I can adjust this to make it... I don't know how well you can see them down there, but there are 2 turbos.
When it's driving on the street though.
Yeah, that's sick. There's 2 turbos just chilling down there.
That one's pretty sick. Then there's the M3 we have, which
over there.
yeah, we're just cleaning it up a little bit, wiring and some other stuff.
Just like doing like basic, like just making it pretty kind of.
We're fixing the AC to make it work again because
Nice.
the AC was non-working originally. So we basically changed out some of the things in the system, added back some lines, and it works now. So
Sweet.
yeah. So this EG has Japanese interior. I think there's a few things left that we need to install into it, but it has the Japanese interior with the. This is a Japanese Integra Type R motor, a 98 spec R. There's, I think, only 50,000 miles on this motor or something like that. Really low mileage.
That's awesome.
Yeah. The
That's
4.7 final drive and everything. So
sweet.
Yeah, full
that would make this car super fun.
yeah, it's really fun because of how light it is and everything.
Right.
Yeah. I think we only need to freshen up some things, but.
Nice. That's awesome. Let's check out this M3.
Yeah, so the M3 it's just clean. I don't know, I think the car's valued at like over $100,000, but
Wild. Look at that, eh? That's sweet. Awesome.
so I started this project when I was like around 15 when I learned a bunch of stuff here on Hondas. I ended up taking apart the whole car, repainted it, new Japanese interior. It has Recaros for the front and the rear, Japanese floor mats, Momo steering wheel. I have also the Mukin N1 steering wheel for this car, but it's too expensive to keep on the car like normally. Has a work spell hub. I have the NRG quick release on right now.
Nice.
There's a few other things. Japanese cluster, has sound system, NSX calipers front and rear, C28s. The stopping power on this is actually kind of crazy, but
Yeah, I believe it. That's awesome.
and then the engine bay is kind of interesting. I had the whole thing repainted, and then has AC power steering, everything, HID, headlights, Japanese front end, has Buddy Club battery. The intake is a top fuel intake. I have a top fuel exhaust, DC headers. This is a original Skunk 2 intake for the GSR, so it has no labeling on it. And then Skunk 2 throttle body to intake more air with a higher compression motor. I have ITR pistons in there and a slightly lower deck, so that way it's higher compression.
Nice. That's proper.
EFC has like a ton of stuff on there.
That's pretty sweet. Now you just need a turbo, right? Now you just need a turbo.
I actually have 3 motors at home. I have a B18 C2, which is from New Zealand, that I'm building for a turbo block, and then the transmission in here right now is a 4.7 LSD 98 spec Type R trans.
Oh my god.
So it pulls a lot.
Proper. That's proper. So what kind of power does this thing make then?
I haven't dyno tested it, but it's really torquey because of the intake I have on there right now, combined with the exhaust and everything.
Plus with the transmission.
Yeah, plus with transmission, it would probably make good power.
Nice. Oh, Snap-on's giving us a visit.
Yeah, I have a lot of top fuel parts on the car. It was kind of inspired, but to try and be like as era and period correct as possible.
All right, so now we are in the Peterson Automotive Museum. We're about to go check out some really cool cars, and yes, we just headed down into the vault, and let's go see some cool cars. Couple of, what is that? I don't even know what that is, but that's a Bugatti. F12. Bunch of crazy Ferraris.
Pass, which is kind of cool.
You gotta buy a youth pass?
Yeah, it was yeah, because it was 12 to 17 or whatever, so yeah, youth.
Ton of older Porsches, a couple of 911s. Datsun Z, beauty. This is kind of a cool one. You know what this is? Do you know what this is, Davis?
It's a car.
So this is actually really cool. So this is a '93 Mazda RX-7 concept car. So if you look at it, the front end kind of looks like a Miata, but that's because this wasn't the finalized design. This is kind of like a concept in the making.
It's pretty cool.
This is sick. EB110 Bugatti. That's kind of cool. What'd you say?
Weight reduction.
Weight reduction. Got the low res car. I don't even know what the heck this thing really even is, but I mean, yeah. And then right here, we've got a gold DeLorean. Like, yes, it is actually gold. This is actually plated in 24 karat gold. So like, this is legit gold. I wouldn't recommend washing it because it'd probably come off.
Probably be heavy too. A little heavy.
That's really cool. First gen Civic, that's pretty sweet. And then along this wall, we've got a bunch of lowriders, so that's pretty cool. We got Batman's motorcycle right here. That's pretty sick. Yeah, we found the Pope Mobile. There's no Pope, but this is the Pope Mobile right here, which is kind of crazy. It's under a tarp, but I do believe that's a Dodge Charger Daytona, which is really cool because there was not very many of those made. They're all under tarps, but these are all old race cars. Very cool. So we just stumbled across this, a Tesla Cybertruck. Regardless of what you think of electric cars, it's kind of cool to see one of these in person, just with all the hype and whatnot that's been around them. It's Sally. That's kind of cool. Snow Porsche.
Yep.
So this is the 67 Mustang from the movie Gone in 60 Seconds. If you've seen that, great movie, really cool car. Got the Mystery Machine, absolute classic. You know, you can't not know the Mystery Machine. We've got the DeLorean from Back to the Future. The Bat Cycle from the original 60s Batman, played by Adam West. Kit from Knight Rider, that's really cool. And then of course, everybody knows Herbie, the love bug. That's pretty cool. And for those of you that are wondering, yes, all of these cars are cars that were used in the movie, not just replicas. These are the cars. The Ducati from Terminator, and sitting right here, we've got Suzuki's S2000 from Fast and Furious, or Too Fast, Too Furious. And yes, this thing is actually supercharged as per the movie. It's even still got the damage a little bit on the front end. I don't know how well this shows up on video, but the front end is still slightly damaged from when she did the jump over the bridge. Very, very cool. Very nice car. And the side here, this is all paint. This is all airbrush. This is not vinyl. It's all legit. Very, very cool. This is a huge car. This is a 1925 Rolls-Royce Phantom. I can't even fit it in the full frame. That's how big this got is. Then over here we've got a ton of crazy race bikes going back over 100 years. All right, so we got two Bumblebees. We got the OG. We've got the newer one from 07. And we've got Mirage from the newest Transformers movie. That's pretty cool. This Ducati is from The Matrix. That's pretty sick. And then right here, we've got the Batmobile. The Batmobile. That's so cool. Honestly, this is my favorite Batmobile out of all of them in all of the movies. This one's the coolest in my opinion. Just like super, super sick. Look who it is. This is the Lightning McQueen. It's him. In the flesh. How cool is that? Yeah, in the metal, yeah. So here we have some of the oldest cars ever. This is the oldest surviving car that was in Los Angeles. This is probably the oldest car in the whole building. This is from, on the plaque it says 1886, which is absolutely wild.
All right, so currently we are in the city of Los Angeles and we are out here at Bob's Market, or what is famously known as Toretto's Diner. This is the actual film location that they used for Fast and Furious in the first movie, and yeah, it's kind of cool to be up here and have the car here and get a couple shots of that. One of my SD cards had like all of our footage, well, most of our footage between San Diego and the Salt Flats got corrupted, so I lost a ton of footage. So a lot of that you'll see is probably going to be a lot of iPhone footage, which is still good. It still kind of shows you a lot of what we did, but just kind of bear with me on that and kind of show you the last kind of couple days of the road trip. All right, so we just kind of left Vegas. We stayed the night there. We found a spot after we checked out the Strip, as you guys saw, and we kind of headed just slightly outside of the city to find a good spot to stay the night. Now we're on the road and we're making our way out towards the Salt Flats, and there is one stop that we're gonna make before we continue our way, though. All right, so we're out here in the Nevada desert. We are on our way to the Salt Flats currently, and we decided to stop in at the Alien Research Center. Kind of cool. We're pretty close to Area 51, and yeah, so we're just gonna head inside, check it out, just kind of like some cool, like touristy kind of stuff, I guess, and yeah. What'd you find?
Oh my god.
Absolutely classic. Gotta get the alien jerky when you're in Area 51, right?
Right.
Stopped in Nevada to get some gas, and we got this. That's wild. Look at how cheap it is too. Super cheap. All right, so we've made it. We are out here. We are at the Bonneville Salt Flats, the Bonneville Speedway, and it is really, really cool out here. It is like just salt for miles, like just wicked, wicked cool. And we have the Integra out here. As you might be able to tell, it's a little dirty. We did take it onto the flats. We did drive it a little bit, but unfortunately, it just really isn't the right season for it. And it's just not really. It's just a little bit too wet. The ground isn't hard enough right now. It's better more towards the summer season than right now. And I'll show you around, but there's like a couple like small like little like lakes
off. It's like water's starting to come back, and apparently they've had a little bit of rain in the past few weeks, so it just really isn't the time for it. I think we reached about 110 kilometers an hour before I had to step on the brakes and start to turn back around before we got to a spot where it'd be too slushy. So unfortunately, it's just not the time of year for it to be hitting a top speed run. Got the car out here, and as you can already tell, it is absolutely filthy. Just look at the windshield. It's hard to tell in the paint, but if you look at the windshield, it kind of gives you an idea of how just disgustingly dirty it is. We're gonna have to wash this car right away because the salt just is so bad for it, but it'll be fine for now because we're gonna wash it right away. Davis, what do you think of this?
That car wash in town must make a lot of money out of these people. A lot of money. That's a lot of salt too.
They definitely make a lot of money, that's for sure. But yeah, there's a lot of salt in the car, so we're gonna have to wash that off. But check out this view.
That's not even not enough to make it funny. That's a lot. Salty. That's really it's awful. Salty.
We were driving down the I-15, and a deer came out of nowhere and decided that it didn't like my car, so it did a little bit of damage. It's not terrible, but as you can see, it is pretty significant. It honestly could have been a lot worse if Davis hadn't been a very responsive driver and swerved enough to kind of get out of the way. If he hadn't done that, if he hadn't really been paying attention, then the car would have been completely totaled. Right now it's fixable, at least it should be fixable. So Davis, thank you for being a good driver. Yeah, it is what it is. At the end of the day, it is just a car. As sad as it is to say, after all the work that's been put into this, should be back good as new before too long. It is sad, but you know, this is the kind of stuff that you risk when you have a nice car or have a car that you really love. And yeah, so I guess right now we're waiting for the cops to show up because this is a significant amount of damage. It's not just a fender bender, obviously, and we'll kind of talk to them. We are still quite a ways from home, probably at least another 8 or 9 hours of driving before we get home, and this car isn't drivable at night, so at the moment. So yeah, we'll kind of have to figure out where we're gonna go from here. We're gonna have to talk to the cops. The car should still be drivable right now. It doesn't look like there's any mechanical damage. It looks like it's all just cosmetic, which is really, really good. But then again, you know, still hard to find parts, and gotta fix like the headlight and the bumper and the fender and all that stuff. So yeah, we'll see what happens and stick with it, I guess.
All right, thank you guys so much for watching. If you watched this far, I really appreciate it. Drop a comment down below to let me know that you watched this far. If you did and you haven't subscribed yet, please hit that subscribe button. If you guys aren't familiar with the car and the other Integra, I'm gonna fill you in on that right now so you can kind of get an update as to what has happened since, what has happened a year later. So obviously the car still looks the same. Not much has changed other than the fact that it's on different wheels. The ride height is taller, and you know, it looks like it's missing a few bits and pieces. But that's because instead of rebuilding this one after I found out that it was, you know, a total loss, there was a lot more damage on the car than what I had really was able to repair to get it to be roadworthy again, I ended up getting this car. And this right here is my 1996 Acura Integra GSR. So not only did I get a new one that was completely rust-free, had no damage, it was in really good shape, I also got one that was a GSR. So instead of having a base model, now we've got VTEC. And I know what you're wondering, no, this did not come factory cream, obviously. This is actually the exact same color as the other one over there, and I painted it this color. Now I've kind of done my best to replicate the other car in this one. You know, I've got similar headlights, the same color. Of course, there's a few small differences, like this one's got a wing, it's got slightly different wheels, but they are still white. But yeah, so it's a different car. It's similar, but over the past year or so, I've been working on this one and growing this one to be what exactly I want it to be. However, don't think that the other Integra is abandoned. Although yes, this car is technically abandoned. I haven't done anything with it in a year. I do have plans with this car. I do plan to turn this car into a full-fledged track car. Now that, obviously there's a lot of work that needs to get done to get to that point, but that is the plan. I do want to turn this into a dedicated track weapon. Now, if that's something that you guys would like to see, again, let me know in the comments down below. I'd love to make it happen. And of course, hit that subscribe button. It really helps out the channel, and it'll help me be able to make more content for you guys on these cars. Once again, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Peace.